Imagine walking into your living room and coming face to face with a cat that looks like it just stepped out of the African savannah or crept silently through a rainforest. Eyes sharp, body lean, coat glowing with wild patterns. Most people would assume they were looking at a wild animal. But what if this creature curled up on your couch at night and purred itself to sleep? Today we are diving into one of the most fascinating debates in the cat world. Two breeds so exotic, so strikingly wild in appearance, that they blur the line between pet and predator. The Bengal and the Savannah, both breathtakingly beautiful, both surprisingly domestic. But which one is truly closer to the wild? Let's start with origins, because this is where the story gets genuinely wild. The Bengal cat was born from a cross between a domestic cat and the Asian leopard cat, a small but fierce wild feline native to the forests of South and Southeast Asia. Early breeders wanted to create a cat with the gorgeous rosette-spotted coat of a leopard, but with the gentle temperament of a house cat. What they created was something almost magical, a compact, muscular feline with a coat that literally shimmers in the light. Those spots and swirls are not just beautiful, they are a direct inheritance from the wild. Bengals move with a kind of liquid grace, low to the ground, always watching, always calculating. Living with one feels less like owning a pet and more like sharing your home with a tiny apex predator who happens to enjoy being scratched behind the ears. But then there is the Savannah cat, and if the Bengal is wild, the Savannah is on another level entirely. This breed comes from crossing a domestic cat with the African serval, a long-legged, large-eared wildcat that hunts in the open grasslands of Africa. The result is nothing short of extraordinary. Savannahs are tall, lean, and impossibly elegant, with long legs built for speed, enormous ears that swivel like satellite dishes, and bold, spotted coats that make them look like they belong on a nature documentary rather than in a suburban living room. Early generation Savannahs, those closest to their serval ancestors, can weigh up to 20 pounds and stand nearly as tall as a small dog. They can leap effortlessly onto the top of refrigerators, open doors, and outsmart child-proof locks. They are not just cats, they are a force of nature wrapped in fur. Now here is where things get interesting, because personality tells a different story than appearance. Bengals are intensely curious and highly intelligent, the kind of cat that figures out how to turn on a faucet just to watch the water run. They love to play, they crave stimulation, and they are famously vocal, holding entire conversations with their owners. They tend to bond deeply with their families while remaining slightly suspicious of strangers, much like their wild ancestors who trusted no one they did not know. Savannahs, on the other hand, are often described as dog-like. They follow their owners from room to room, can be trained to walk on a leash, and thrive on social interaction. Their energy is relentless and their intelligence is almost unsettling. Boredom is their enemy, and an unstimulated Savannah will find ways to entertain itself that you will not appreciate. If you are loving this deep dive into the wild side of domestic cats, now is the perfect moment to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel so you never miss a video, and drop a comment below telling us which cat you think is more wild, the Bengal or the Savannah. We read every single comment and would love to know what you think. So which one wins the wildness crown? In terms of pure genetics, the Savannah edges ahead. Early generation Savannahs carry a significantly higher percentage of wild DNA than most Bengals sold today, and their physical traits reflect that heritage dramatically. But the Bengal holds its own with a raw, instinctive energy that never quite lets you forget what is running through its veins. Here is the truth that makes both breeds so remarkable, though. Despite their wild roots, despite those leopard spots and those serval ears, both the Bengal and the Savannah are capable of something their ancestors never were. They can love you. They choose to share your space, your mornings, your quiet evenings. They bring the wild into your home and somehow make it feel like it belongs there. And maybe that is the most fascinating thing of all. Not how wild they look, but how deeply, surprisingly, they can become family.